Hello, welcome to class. Our topic today is on pollution. Pollution. First, let's look at the meaning of pollution. Pollution is the introduction of harmful substances into the environment. Pollution is the introduction of harmful substances into the environment. Now, breathing in clean air makes us stay healthy. But how clean is the air that we breathe, okay? Now, air pollution is the introduction of contaminants into the atmosphere. Air pollutants could be solid particles, liquid droplets, or gases. Indoor air pollution. Now, this occurs in our homes and inside buildings. One of the major causes of indoor air pollution is smoking. Now, smoking cigarettes and tobacco can be very dangerous for our health. It can cause lung cancer. It can cause heart disease. Cigarette smoke is dangerous not only for the people who smoke it, but for those who breathe in the air because this air is very contagious. Let's look at some air pollutants. We have carbon monoxide, okay? Now, it comes from cars and vehicles. Then we have nitrogen oxides. These nitrogen oxides are emitted from power stations. Now, traffic jam, gridlocks, they cause all this. These gases cause acid rain. Then we have hydrocarbons. Okay, they come from petrol that is not fully burnt. Then we have particulates. Okay, these come from dust, fumes, soot, okay, that comes from factories or anywhere they are burning coal for cooking. Then we have sulfur dioxide. Okay, this one has no color. Most times it's released by power stations, and all these things cause acid rain when it mixes with water in the air. So let's talk about the effects of air pollution. Now, air pollution makes us ill and very much unhealthy, okay? The short-term effect is irritation on the eyes, nose, throat, and respiratory infections like pneumonia, okay? But the very long-term effect of air pollution is that it can cause lung cancer, it can cause diseases in the body, okay? Because it can even cause heart and lung diseases, asthma. All these are effects of air pollution. Other times it can affect the brain, the nerve, the liver, or the kidneys. Okay, air pollution affects the earth and its ecosystem. So when we release these pollutants into the air, it causes global warming. Pollution. What comes to your mind when you hear the word pollution? Some might think it's factories spewing fumes that can make it very difficult for people to breathe. Others might think they are oil spills from pipelines polluting the rivers. They contaminate our water. Now, with societal advancement, the quality of the environment has continuously degraded because of pollution. Okay, now different types of pollution. Pollution is an undesirable change in the physical, chemical, or biological characteristics of air, land, water, and soil. Now, why agents that bring about such undesirable change are called pollutants. The major forms of pollution include the air, the water, and land. Pollution is one of the greatest challenges bedeviling the world today, especially in our country, Nigeria. Water pollution is one problem that is making our water unhealthy, including air pollution. In most urban areas in Nigeria, especially the large cities like Lagos, Port Harcourt, Kano, even Benin City here, we see that managing solid waste becomes so problematic. Oftentimes, the waste that come from these city areas are so large that even the waste management boards are not able to control and take care of it. And so it causes a lot of disease outbreak in our various environments. In Benin City here, we have waste management board that move around to take care of waste. But in Lagos alone, it generates about 13,000 tons of waste. You can see these dump sites. This place is where they come to dump waste. This is a dump site in Lagos. You see how large the area is and how large this dirt is in this particular area apportioned to drop the waste. Some cities in Nigeria, the governments in those environs have apportioned large areas of land, hectares of land, to dump these wastes that come out of the city environment. Okay, some areas in the states might have up to 3 to 4 waste dumping sites, and oftentimes you find that on a daily basis these dump sites take not less than 2,000 metric tons of waste on a daily basis. As we said in the start of this lesson, that pollution is the release of harmful materials into the environment. You could see that this material is going straight into the river, then this carbon monoxide is coming from this car smoke. Now we have what we call pollutants. Some are natural and some come from human activities. And all this cause volcanic eruption, smoke from forest fires. Then you have fumes from factories, burning of waste. Now there are water pollutants. Pollutants damage the quality of air, water, and land and makes life so unbearable for humans. And you see, human activities like burning of coals, okay, to generate electricity pollutes the air. Even pesticides that are used to kill weeds and insects, they get into our running water and they pollute the water. Now, fumes that comes from exhaust smoke too, they pollute the air that we breathe in, and this is not just the best for humans. Now, pollution could come in the form of air pollution, water pollution, land pollution, noise pollution, light pollution, thermal pollution, and we have plastic pollution. The last is e-waste pollution. Now we'll look at them one after the other. Air pollution. Now, air pollution occurs when gases, dust particles, smoke, and pesticides are released to the atmosphere in a way that is harmful to humans and animals. Air pollution causes global warming. That is, the earth continues to become hot, then acid rain. We want to look at water pollution. Now, water pollution is the contamination of water bodies by human activities. Water pollution is the release of harmful materials into the water, such as sewage, waste from farms, factories, dissolved sewage, oil spills from oil tanks. Pollution harms organisms living in water and can also harm people's health. The next is on land pollution. Land pollution is when humans throw off waste and they don't dispose this waste properly to the soil. Then humans throw off pesticides in the soil in a way that it affects the soil. This causes diseases both to humans and animals. The next is on noise pollution. Sound is part of our daily life, but noise is not. Noise produces a harmful effect on our system. Noise pollution causes a lot of discomfort to our ears. This noise can come from any form. It could be from airplanes, it could be from horns, from cars, from loudspeakers in streets and church areas. One of the major effects of noise pollution, it can cause ear problem or permanent deafness. Let's look at light pollution. Probably you may be wondering how light could cause pollution. Now, when artificial lights are introduced into the atmosphere, okay, the sky becomes so bright and it alters natural light of the moon and the stars. And so animals may not be able to perform their normal activities. Plastic pollution. Plastic pollution is the accumulation of plastics in an environment which affects humans and animals. Next is thermal pollution, okay? Most factories and industry uses power by harnessing energy from rivers and other water bodies. So when this water it's being used to power these machines, heat is being released back into the river, thereby depleting oxygen. And when there is not enough oxygen in the rivers and other water bodies, the organic life starts to die. Let's look at e-waste pollution. This form of pollution comes from the discarding of electronic devices. Used electronic devices that are destined for reuse, resale, or recycle or disposal are all considered e-waste. When e-waste are warmed up, toxic chemicals are released into the atmosphere, damaging the atmosphere. So when these materials are thrown into land, their toxic chemicals get into the water and makes it uninhabitable. Now, we want to talk about global warming, okay, which is a problem that comes from pollution. Global warming is dangerous effects on our environment that we are facing these days. Increase in population growth, pollution, and rapid industrialization are causing a rise in global warming. It refers to the increase in the average temperature of the Earth's surface during the last century. So the surface keeps getting hotter and hotter, the Earth keeps getting hotter. Causes of global warming, okay? There are many causes which result in global warming. It's a danger for the existence of life on Earth. The most evident cause of global warming are industrialization, deforestation, sophisticated human activities that come from all forms of pollution, whether land, air, or noise. Now, when we talk about global warming, these human activities, they have led to an increase in emission of green gases, and resulting of this, the temperature increasing and melting our glaciers. That is all the surfaces that are trying to protect the earth from the scorching heat of the sun. Okay, so global warming, it's a trend that we are experiencing on earth. Now, in conclusion, climate change is an issue that humans are actually facing, and the ones causing these problems are human. Now, humans are more responsible for global warming. Okay, humans can change the world. Now it is time for humans to change themselves. Thank you for watching this video, and please ensure to upload your. I wish you success in your forthcoming second assessment. Be good.